Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of running backs who are hoping for plenty of touches come their way. It's the Dolphins going up against the Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey as we say hello to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Giants. Hello, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and partner, our long national nightmare is over. After 6 months away, we're back to playing football.
And this is way better than Watergate, isn't it? Now we get to have some fun. Watch the veterans. They'll play a little bit. We know that. But the big thing, this new crop of rookies and young guys, they get their chance to take the field and earn their spot.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Holding, receiving team.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. And they'll go on the ground. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Here we go now.
Now back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A big play there for the Dolphins. 30 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Fresh set of downs here.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there. Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it.
Play clock winding down. Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
Still first down.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 6 there on first.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Let's go. Blue 90.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use the speed to get there in the run game.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
The play clock's running down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
And they'll run it here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run the option left. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Still scoreless here in the first, but a 3rd down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Illegal blocking the ball. Offense.
Still 0-0 here in quarter 1, but an early test to check in on as we've got a 3rd down situation looming. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big time.
We have a 1st and 10 forthcoming. We have a red zone alert as well as this offense looks to punch it in a scoreless first quarter. So an even first quarter on the scoreboard, but the threat of points on the horizon. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. Back to MetLife Stadium in just a moment. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. Time to get you back live again. This offense in the red zone as they've got it 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver from 17 yards out. And the Dolphins are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right?
Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Flushed out right. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football deep. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.